I have sensitivity issues. I also have children, teenagers. This would be a lot more challenging if they were younger because at least they're old enough that I can explain stuff to them. Now, my sensitivity issues are two part. One is physical, one is, I guess, mental, okay? So, because I've been touched inappropriately in my lifetime, multiple times, I don't like being touched. But even more than that, my children's father was an energy vampire in real life, okay? Now, I don't know if he taught them how to take energy from people or they learned on their own, but my child can touch you and you will feel depleted. Whether it's a little or whether it's a lot, it don't matter. That's why some of them I literally cannot even be. Their older brothers, I can't be. Their oldest brother, I can't even be in the same room with him. That Taurus, first of all, he take up all the energy in the room, and he has a very. It's like a bull. It's like a bull, and I'm a Scorpio sun sign in Western astrology, and Scorpios and Tauruses bump heads. That's just like I wish I had a Virgo in my family. That would be nice. But either way, I have sensitivity issues, and when I don't want to be hugged, everybody takes it personally. I don't like people being all up on me. I run real hot. I'm usually hot. That's not even true. I'm only saying that because it's the summertime. I'm usually cold, actually. But it's the summertime. I'm hot. I don't want people all up on me. They just always want to be all up on me, and I'm just like, yo, boundaries. Why can't anybody respect my boundaries? Let me cross a boundary with them. Let me raise my voice. Even when they doing something I told them a million times not to. Then it's all me and I'm the whole problem. But what about when y'all know full well that I am bipolar, have all these sensitivity issues, don't go outside, don't have relationships, but you think it's okay to hang off of me every 15 minutes? You are 18, 19, and 20. Y'all don't need to be hanging all up off of me. But I let them do it because there was an 8 year span where I didn't have custody of them. So now I kind of feel like I owe it to them. But it's like, come on. You ever see a cat have birth, have babies? She has like 8, 9, 10 kittens, and she just laying there and they all sucking on her breast, and she just laying there looking depleted. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Depleted. And it's like, when you a parent, don't nobody care about your boundaries. Them kids just like, oh, whatever. Kids are like that from birth. Babies will pee right in your face. You, oh, don't tell me that's so cute. So cute. Let a grown man pee in your face. You're going to catch a charge. These kids come in here with a sense of entitlement. And mine, they still got it. Like, my body don't belong to you. I carried you for almost a year. Their oldest brother, he didn't come out for 10 months. I had the boy for 10 months, and nobody wanted to come out. They all wanted to stay. If I ever got pregnant again, which the world won't end if I get pregnant. I don't know how, because I'm celibate, so. But I would never let them induce my labor. Let them babies come when they want to come, and I will have a water birth. Them Western doctors love having us on our back so that we can get ripped up. That's not the natural way to have a child. You're supposed to be like this, okay? Using gravity to help you pull that baby up out you. That is the proper way. We need to go back to our ancient ways because these people are trying to kill us in these hospitals, okay? You go to a hospital to die, not to get better. You want to get better, go to your kitchen. Get you some herbs and some plants. Okay? Go to Amazon, get you some books on herbalism. That's what you do. This is how I start my day. I get up and I start cleaning. I get up and I see the trash is not taken out and it's a sink full of dishes. Well, how did that happen? That's what happens when I go to bed early. Oh, the fireworks. I don't give a damn about no fireworks. Why are your chores not done? Don't be here trying to hug me. Go do your chores, because when I wake up, I be half asleep already running dishwater and wiping off toilets. I wake up, say my prayers, and start cleaning. Why y'all on y'all cell phones and I see trash not taken out and you want to hug somebody? I'm finna beat your tail. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Well, yeah, and I know it's when they get to be, when they won't leave my room and they like, we just want to be around you. We love your energy. No, you trying to drink my energy. Get out. Get out. Why you think I don't have a man? No, thank you. I'll keep my power. Thank you. Shout out to all of y'all that have one. That's great for y'all. I love that for you. Not so much for me. I like my space. I like my quiet time. I'm an old, irky woman. I swear I'm 150 in my soul. I don't want nobody touching my stuff. Don't ask me no questions about where I'm going, what I'm doing. When that kids are walking around, what you doing? I'm like, is there something you want? Like, I don't even like my birthday being acknowledged. I'm so proud. Like, for me to be like on social media, see, I don't see talking about my life as me not being private. I'm a very private person. Like, in the moment, I don't want you to see what I'm doing. I have a bunch of projects I haven't talked about, stuff like that. Protective of my own space, of my own truth. But as far as being on stage or performing or acting or just talking like this, I I don't I don't I don't process that as me telling my business, because I'm only talking about stuff that I did in real life. If I did it, it happened, so it's no point in hiding it. Like, I don't know, my mind just works that way. I don't feel like I'm putting my business out there. I already did it. I did it. I actually did it. So talking about it is not the same as me having private thoughts or working on a project I don't want nobody to know about. That's my business. I see, this is why I like my brain. When I'm around people, they're always telling me I need to change or be different. No, I don't. I just don't need to be around you. I don't need to change. I'm the way that I am. Why do you always have to change to be around people? You don't like me. Just say you don't like me. That's okay. Don't try to change me. I was happy until you came around telling me I needed to be something other than what I am. What? That is not a friend. We're just not compatible, and that's okay. I'm compatible with me. I love it. Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio. I'm my own best friend. I love it. I don't want to be responsible for anybody's emotions. I can be responsible for keeping the house clean, food, management, all that. Let me do the paperwork. But when it comes to the emotions, baby, don't involve me in that. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Like, any type of business, let's go get it done. If we got, get our little hands dirty, somebody gotta go missing, whatever. I'm the one to call. But as far as dealing with your emotions, girl, if you don't go make you some tea and go in your room and dance it out, go cry to Drake. I don't want to hear it. Feelings are for compassionately not beating people's ass when they cross your boundaries. I feel like that's what feelings are for. Feelings are for the Lord, so we can tell God how much we love her, and for our ancestors and how much we appreciate them. That's what feelings are for. Feelings are for knowing how much seasoning to put in your collard greens. You use a feeling. And feelings are for making art. Feelings are not for relationships. Are you committed or are you not committed? Do you enjoy each other or do you not enjoy each other? That's about it for me. I don't want to involve feelings in my relationships, because if I do, I wouldn't have any, and I barely do at that because of the emotions. I can't. I'm just now 42, learning how to process my own emotions. I'm finna sit up here and process yours for free. Okay? That's what I'm not going to do. I mean, a lot of y'all relationships, I feel like, are trauma bonds. Y'all just be talking about each other's angst and whatnot. Like, y'all are bonded by talking about other people or talking about all the bad stuff in your life. That's not a friendship. That is a counseling session. I didn't cut my therapist off. I have a therapist. And this is how I knew I was serious about therapy, because she went on vacation for 3 weeks. I was ready for her to come back. I was like, oh, okay. I was proud of myself for taking my therapy seriously. I've been reading the Universal Laws. I bought this for Judah, but he didn't read it. Maybe he did read it. I don't know. But I found these closet. I took it back. And I have been using this as a source of strength and to remind myself how the universe really actually works. I do a lot of work to try to be a better human, but at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I'm only going to change but so much, okay? All this reading, all these esoteric books had me really trying to be Jesus. I'm not Jesus, okay? I have a lot of darkness in me. I'm working on it, but it's like, I feel like I live in hell sometimes, and it's hard to be perfect. And I'm like, that's the standard, but, like, I'm not going to keep beating myself up when I make mistakes. That's what I'm not going to do, okay? I'm not perfect. And I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think Jesus was perfect either. But I don't know. You can't talk about Jesus with some people because they just get emotional. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, why you get emotional? You don't know this man. And they get all defensive. Why are you being defensive? I don't think that's very, holy of you. Like, why are you getting defensive about somebody that I don't know. We just reading what other people wrote. Like, we just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't go around acting like I have the answers. I clearly state that I'm on a path to seek knowledge. I'm on a path of healing. So what I think this week may be different next week when I get more information, because I'm not just reading these books. Then you got to vet who wrote it, okay? And then they went to this school. Where did they learn this from? How did they compile this information? Who wrote this? At what time? Did they have an agenda? It's not just picking up books and reading it. It's a lot of research while I'm still living my life and creating art and taking care of these kids. So it takes a little while, okay? These ascended masters studied all that one day long. Da Vinci, I don't even know if he came out his study lab. And he probably still had questions before he passed. That was a brilliant man. I'll tell you what. If I could talk to anybody in history, it would definitely be Da Vinci. He was the man. He was the man. Yes. Him or Nikola Tesla. But I don't know. Nikola Tesla was a little, I don't know if he would have talked to me. I think Da Vinci would have talked to me, but I don't know. Nikola Tesla seemed like he'd just sit in a room and won't talk to you. But I don't know. Shout out to him. Rest in peace, y'all. I cooked all day yesterday. I don't know why. I was making them pancakes from scratch. Then I made this huge, I'm talking about this big, hold on, Big Bertha's like this big pot of spaghetti. And I cooked that sauce for 8 hours. And you know what my son came in here and did? He came in here and smothered it in ketchup. When I tell you I wanted to choke him, I literally wanted to choke him. I ain't buying ketchup no more. I'll be damned if I spend 8.5 hours making a vegetable full. I mean, it had cabbage, green peppers, red peppers, 2 different types of onions, garlic, everything in there. Tomatoes, just for you to come in here and douse it in ketchup. If I had a restaurant and it was a fancy restaurant and I made steaks and I seen him put the ketchup, I would give him his money back and kick him out my establishment. I bet you I won't be buying ketchup no more. But then I had to tell myself, girl, what do you put in your lemon drop every morning for your stomach? Vinegar. What's the main ingredient in ketchup other than tomatoes? Vinegar. So maybe his body is craving vinegar to help break down his food. And that's why you don't need emotions when it comes to business. And I just woke up with mystery scars on my thighs. What was I doing in the dream realm last night? That shower was really, really good. I have not been getting a lot of good sleep this week. There was something in my room for like 2 weeks. It wasn't like bad, it was just there. And I saged and it was still there. I told her to get out, it was still there. So I've been sleeping with my light on for 2 weeks. Finally turned my light off last night. Whatever was there is gone, I guess. I didn't pick up anything. But last night was the first night in 2 weeks I slept with my light off. And I actually don't remember waking up in the middle of the night, which I've been doing a lot. Either I haven't been able to go to bed till like 4:30 or 5 in the morning, or I'll fall asleep around 11 or 12 and wake up at 3 and can't get back to bed till like 5. So I've been really off. I was so tired the other day. I was walking through my day like it was a dream. It didn't seem real. It was actually, it's dangerous to be that tired. Now I'm waking up with mystery scars on my thigh. This happened a lot to me when I was younger. I wake up with all types of bruises and bleeding. I don't know what we're doing in the dream realm, but baby, it's a lot more exciting than what I'm doing here, that's for sure. I don't do too much but study and clean. Talk to my kids, laugh and pray, work out, clean, cook. That's what I do right now. That will change when I get my land. I'm going to be outside all the time with my animals and tending to my land. Yep, that's the goal. I was cleaning it, because the kids clean their own room, obviously. They're not little kids, but I like to go in there and just do a little detail work. And I found a little mushroom under their bed. And I said, you beat. Anything I find, you beat. Oh, well, your room should have been perfectly clean. So now I have I love this. Raja made this for me. He wants to put copper on everything. And a little hydrogen oil. So right now I'm about to deep breathe and go stretch, watch a little something while I do my morning exercises. I've changed my morning routine to be more physical. I've added working out 3 times a day, which is usually stretching or like stomach work. A lot of stretching because I have a nerve damage from a car accident. So I'm usually like this. So I'm always having to do a lot of bends, and I have bilateral carpal tunnel, so I'm always having to stretch my hands and stuff. So I think I'm probably in constant pain, but I'm so focused on other stuff, it doesn't resonate. I just move my body around. And I've been in pain for so long, I'm just used to it, honestly. I'm just used to it. So I just find ways to manage it, and I do that all the time. So I'm about to go stretch. So of course I think I'm cool now because I've learned how to make pancakes from scratch. Finally. Very happy with it. Still tweaking the recipe. This is the first time I'm going to make them without the flaxseed that the recipe doesn't even call for that I put in there. But it gives them kind of a rubbery texture that I don't particularly care for. I don't necessarily mind it, but I don't particularly care for it either. I'm making my little drink, but today I'm adding ginger. So I've got a little piece of ginger, and I've got agave nectar and freshly squeezed lemon juice. And this is cinnamon water. And I drink this, and it has apple cider vinegar in it. I call it my lemon drop. This is for my stomach. vinegar helps the GI tract. So does lemon. So does cinnamon. So I try to drink this. This is what I break my fast with usually. I've really been standing here staring at these pancakes this entire minute and a half, like a weirdo. That's how bad I don't want to mess them up. So I always want to put them on an 8, so I like mine crispy on the outside, but I'm cooking them on a medium, and it's kind of driving me nuts because I want to turn it up just a little bit, but I feel like my pancakes aren't as light as other pancakes. They always look charred, but I like them that way. The way I cook, I cook the way I like my food. But then I look at other people's and it doesn't look like that. And then I try to make it look like that. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just gonna try it. Ooh, it's lighter this time, see? A little bit more. And I put a little bit of buckwheat in these. Oh, Lord. Let me handle that. Well, we still in the game. I like my little vegan hot pancakes. These are a little light. At least I know I can do it, but I just like it the way I like it. I like my pancakes crispy. That's just how I like it. And that's okay. And I need to stop comparing myself to other moms, because how am I doing that? Now look what you got. They're softer than the other ones were, because the flaxseed ones were a little gummy. So I will definitely be making these again without the flaxseed, because I like this. This one's a dud. I'm going to keep it down. And I don't like because I don't always eat my food at one time, so I usually put my stuff in a glass container that has the top, because I'm not going to eat this right now. And I'm not going to eat all of it at one time. I'm going to go ahead and cook a few more minutes, but I turned it back up to what 8. Alright, this is round 2, and we're already doing better, I think, with my placement. So, we'll see if these turn out better. Alright, so 8 does work. Okay. See? I can trust myself. Sweet. I use coconut oil for butter, and I use agave nectar for syrup. Yeah, I read somewhere that you should do a tester pancake. Like your first pancake's always going to be messed up. That's what they said. So I think next time I'm just going to do a run through with just one small pancake and make sure everything is straight. And then it always seems like the second batch is the best batch. And every time I remember my adopted mom making pancakes, the first one was messed up. I already put my coconut oil on the top. Boom. That's a win. Yay. Now I'm going to make potatoes. These are the easiest potatoes you can make. I prefer yellow potatoes. My kids love russets. I like the yellow ones and the red ones, but I bought them what they wanted this week. But next week, I'm getting what everybody wants. So all I'm doing, I'm just taking the roughest parts off of this. I know the skin has a lot of nutrition, but for some reason, the potatoes we got this week, the skins were extra tough. Don't want to be chewing on that. So I'm going to cut these up into little squares. I'm going to make it like home fry style. Then I'm going to sprinkle my Fury seasoning on there, which is my pre-made seasoning. It has about 12 different spices and stuff in there, depending on my mood. It's usually just like salt, dry mustard, paprika, onion powder, stuff like that. And I'll use that. Maybe I'll cut up a little onion, throw in there, and then put it at 450 for 30 minutes, and boom. Break fast. And this will be what I eat for the day. I made 6 pancakes. I've got 4 little potatoes, and this will be my meal for the day. It's not even 2 o'clock yet. I've only had water, and I'm about to drink my little lemon drop for my stomach. And then I'll probably eat around like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and then bong, I'm full for the day. I guess I'm not doing onions today. Fury seasoning, a little bit of oil, bong. See? And as soon as this hits 450, you're going in the oven. Yes. Did I just yell at one of my kids? Yes, I did. You know why? Because I've said a million times to close the door. Our back door there's flies back there. Okay? If you leave the door open for even a couple of seconds, flies are going to fly in. And my room is near the kitchen, so the flies end up in my room. So after I've said this every single day, you've known your whole life not to leave the door open. And I have to ask you as an adult every single day to stop doing it. Yes, you're going to get yelled at. At this point, I feel like you're doing it on purpose. I get tired of asking y'all to do logical stuff, and then don't nobody want to comply. I get tired of that. Like, no, I don't want to live my life repeating myself to anybody. It's ridiculous. Like, yes, I'm trying to be the best version of myself, but y'all not about to just keep doing dumb shit. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, close the door. Close the door. You see the fly flying in there while you're standing there with the door open trying to argue with me. What? I can't open the door? I can't close the door. Close the door. It doesn't take 25 seconds to close the door. You're doing it to be defiant. That's my issue. You're being defiant because you don't like that I'm telling you to do something. That's my job. That's my job. Thank God you have parents to tell you what to do. Every time you have a problem, all you got to do is come to me. I've been on my own since I was 13. 13 years old. Okay? My parents stopped celebrating birthdays, buying me stuff. I've had a job since I was 14 and 9 months. I had my own apartment before I was 15, subletting from a cousin. Like, no, I've always had to take care of myself. I don't know what's wrong with these kids. They're soft. You always want to complain about something, get your little feelings hurt, but you want to be disrespectful. How you going to be disrespectful and sensitive in the same body? Be one or the other. Stop being so defiant. I'm telling you what to do because you don't have enough common sense to do it for your own self. Everything I'm saying is logical, okay? Stop being defiant because you don't like being told what to do. The intelligent thing to do when you don't want to be told what to do is to do the right thing to begin with. If you were doing the right thing to begin with, I wouldn't have to correct you, okay? You're the problem right now. It's not me cussing you out that's the problem. That's the side effect. Craziness. Then you think somebody give it out? Well, just move out. I want them to move out. Oh my God. They're done. Yeah, baby. Shower number 2, and it feels so good. Food is done. I don't have to cook for them because they have that huge vat of spaghetti I made yesterday. So they'll be fine for the weekend. I do have some research that I need to do for our live show tomorrow. I do a live show every Saturday at 8:15 called All Things Female. It's not a male bashing segment. It's just where we discuss everything about being a female. And so that's my space where all the ladies come and we talk. So I have some research to do for that. And then I'm very tired. I've had a very long week of not sleeping very well. So I am going to sip my little drink that I made that's still sitting here and watch something, and then probably take a nap because I really need it. Because I'd like to get some reading done tonight. But I always say I'm going to take a nap, and I don't. Unless it's like 95 degrees, girl, I don't take no nap. I just want to rest. I'd like to rest and process some things. So maybe I'll use my little eye massager and just lay there and listen to a story time or something and get an eye massage. That usually puts me to sleep. So I think I'll do that. Because this is... it's not like I'm like stressed out, but there's feelings. There's, you know, in there somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and process whatever I'm feeling so I can feel better. Never mind, I'm finna eat some of this and watch Capote. On Tubi for free.
It's been a hard couple of weeks.
I didn't even know what Tubi was.
He and Herb Clutter were good friends.
This is good.
From church. Oh, come on, Alvin. These are good.
I don't mind the flaxseed stuff, though. But I don't need it. This is good. I'm very happy. What's up? And this is why I don't use plates, because I'm full. This is going to be for later. See? Told you. Know thyself. That Capote movie was weird. I might have to read one of his books, Truman Capote. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. That movie was... The scenes were just so drawn out. I don't know. Wasn't for me, but whatever. Fire has gone to a cookout. Judah is, I believe he's working on the lyric video or learning how to do lyric videos or something. And then Raja's in there cooking, pondering his life. Because he has a chance to move to Florida, but he's feeling weird about it. I told him he should go experience it, but he don't want to leave the family. He's at that age where he's feeling stuck. He wants to do certain things, but he doesn't have the money for it. And it's like he wants to just find his way and find his place. So I'm just kind of letting the kids, while they have the time and the opportunity, find out what it is that they really want to do and just go towards that and just support them in it. You know, they're coming of age and they're starting to find out what's important to them and what they want to do with their lives, and I'm fine with supporting them. Whatever they want to do is cool, but I'm not moving out of Maryland right now. I love these mountains. I love these trees. I want to move further out of the city. I don't want to live in anybody's city. I plan on living even further out in the mountains than we are now, because we still live in the city, but we live in the mountains. So I just want to go even further out, where you have to get in a car and drive several miles to get to a neighbor. I want to have to come 5 to 10 miles to get in town. Okay, I want to be growing my own food, and I want to have my own animals, and have my dogs and all of that, everything. And eventually horses when I get older, and I can give them all of my time. So that's my goal, and I told them, hey, wherever you go in life, you will always have a room at my home. Go out and see the world. I'll be here when you get back. I ain't going nowhere, girl, but out in the woods. I love you. I appreciate you spending time with me. I think by the time you see this video that America's Next Top Hitmaker, the contest will be over. I didn't go into it thinking that I was going to win. I mean, it was always a long shot, but I mean, why not enter your music if there's a music contest? But then I saw it was more like a fundraiser type situation. I guess they wanted people to pay for votes. Even though you can vote for free every day, you get more votes when you give a donation. So it's kind of like, that's not a winning off of your merit type situation. There are people who are actually buying votes. So whatever, as long as the money goes to charity like it's supposed to, that's all that matters. My goal is just to make more music. I'd like to start working on my album eventually, but I'm a writer before anything. I love music, and I do make music, but I also write. I write everything. I write poems. I write... See, I almost ran my mouth. You'll see. You'll see in a few weeks what else I've been working on, but essentially I'm a writer. So now that the kids are focusing more, they're settled in life, and they have their own little lives now. We're over the trauma of their dad dying so suddenly and in such a traumatic way, and having to move, and just all of these things that my family's been going through. We're finally settled and stable, and now they're focusing on themselves and their own lives, and now I get an opportunity to do that too. I can focus on my own career and figure out, what does success look like for me? Because, you know, success doesn't always have to be what you're building on the outside. It can also be with the internal work that you're doing. So I have to constantly look at my life like a business and rewrite my business plan and understand that it's okay to reinvent yourself and to set new goals. You know, be adaptable. And just keep tapping in with yourself, keep checking in with yourself to make sure that you're on the right road. So staying focused, and I'm trying to meditate. I think I'm just going to do guided meditations, because I can only meditate when I'm in water. I have a very hard time meditating on land, but I'm going to try to do some guided meditations. I feel like that would be helpful. And so that's what my goal is for next week. I keep trying to force myself to do that, and maybe that's just not for me, but I'd like to at least try a few more times before I just say maybe that meditation just isn't for me, or meditation outside of the water isn't for me, because I can meditate just fine in the water. Maybe that's just what I need to do. And for some reason, and I'm not really sure why I started doing this, but it's been maybe about a month or so now, I've been comparing my lives to the life of my peers, and I don't know why. I keep looking at what other women are doing, and then looking at what I don't do, and like feeling inferior. Like this one person that I watch walking into her, she can make tortillas from scratch. And for some reason, the fact that I don't know how to make tortillas from scratch really bothers me. Like, the fact that I don't know how to make, like, biscuits or anything from scratch. Like, my son has a whole bakery. He can make stuff from scratch. Why can't I? And, like, my daughter knows how to braid. I don't know how to braid. And I feel like everybody that's brown knows how to do these things. And, like, I don't. And I don't know why. I don't know. I'm just at that time in my life where I'm looking at myself like, you should be doing more. Like, you should know how to speak Spanish. How do you not know how to speak Spanish? How do you live in America and don't know how to speak Spanish? This is how I talk to myself. Like, girl, like, I don't know. I just have unrealistic expectations for myself, I guess. But they are the expectations that I have. So I don't think they are unrealistic. It's not unrealistic to learn Spanish at 42 and learn how to make tortillas from scratch. I think it's just a goal. And I have it because whatever. I don't think that that's bad. I think it's bad to look at other people and judge them. I don't think it's bad to look at other people and judge yourself. How else are you supposed to change or aspire to be something more than what you are? Unless you see somebody else doing better and you're like, damn, I could do better. Let me try to do better. I'm looking at it like that. Like, I'm not, like, abusing myself mentally because I don't know how to make biscuits from scratch. I'm saying, God dang, she know how to make biscuits from scratch. Why you don't know how to make biscuits from scratch? I'm just saying, why you don't know how to make biscuits from scratch? Well, I'm trying. It's not easy to make every recipe a vegan recipe. But I got the pancakes down. I did the pancakes today without the flaxseed, and it turned out so much better. So I've got that. And then I've got to reprieve myself because I made dry brownies last week. So embarrassing. I followed the recipe like I usually don't do. And, of course, when I do follow the recipe, it comes out dry because something told me to add more coconut oil. But I ain't listened to myself because I'm listening to these voices in the back of my head, i.e. my kids telling me I put too much oil in my beans and on my potatoes. But yet, every time I make them, y'all want to eat that. I thought it had too much oil in it. Why are you eating it? I gotta learn how to make vegan biscuits and tortillas from scratch and learn how to speak Spanish. I already started following some pages on YouTube, but I'm gonna download the Babbel app on my birthday. That is gonna be my birthday gift to myself, is to download that app, or Duolingo. That's what my son wanted me to use, but I think I might, either one of those. What is it, Duolingo? Yes, Duolingo or the other one. Because I already started using the other one. They show you picture. He doesn't like how it's set up. I like it. Flashing the picture and then the word helps me remember. I don't see what's wrong with that. You know, I took one of their little classes and it worked for me, so I don't see what's wrong with that. But that's going to be my birthday gift. And by the time that I am 43, I should be, I don't know if I'll be fluent in Spanish, but that's the goal. Mostly fluent in a year. I think that's not bad, just taking classes, because my father-in-law learned Hungarian in 6 months, but he moved to Hungary and immersed himself in the culture, and he didn't have nothing else better to do but to study it all day long. So, but Hungarian, ain't nobody trying to learn no daggone Hungarian. You know how hard that language is? I'll leave that to him. Like, he did marry a Hungarian. That was the whole point of him learning that. He didn't just randomly learn Hungarian for no reason. He married a Hungarian woman. But she's dead now, and so is his son. So who is he going to talk to? Thank you for spending time with me here in Fury World. I love you. If you want to check out my music, it's under my artist name, The Fury of Abyss. And my music is available on all music streaming platforms worldwide. I love you, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.